I'll quickly demonstrate the movement and I'll talk you through it after. So this exercise focuses in a greater knee bend movement, and it places a lot of demand on the toes. It also requires a lot of stability and mobility in order to execute the movement. So the key things here to focus in on are the feet placement. So you want to have them slightly narrower than your usual squat stance. And I like to have my feet slightly turned out to a roughly about 25 to 30 degree angle. And your hand placement, they're going to be close together, okay, on the bar. From here, you're going to encourage a wrist flexion motion. So your wrists are going to curl in this way. So when your hands are behind, it's going to look in this motion here. That is to lock the movement in position. So once I get into that position again, so from here, my hands are together, my feet are slightly turned out, and I'm going to start to encourage a forward fold motion. So I'm going to lean forward, and as I do this, I'm going to try and encourage the bar to lift up off the floor. Okay, so in order to do that, just make sure that your chest is out, your shoulders are pushed back, and then from here, I'm going to start to lean forward. As the bar comes off the floor, I'm going to then go into wrist flexion. So I'm going to flex out the wrist, and now from here, I'm ready to get going with the movement. So from here, I'm going to drive up, and as I do this, I'm trying to maintain my balance by leaning forward to maintain the position, and I'm going to start to bend at the knee, heading into a deep knee bend position, while still holding that wrist flexion movement through the barbell and my wrists. And you can repeat that movement for the prescribed amount of reps and sets. Take your time with this, don't rush the movement. Start off with the lighter load if you need to, but just keep in mind you need to have some load on the bar in order to counterbalance the movement. Don't rush the movement. Just the purpose of this is we're trying to get good awareness of your surroundings in order to execute the movement and for you to maintain the balance. Give me some feedback, let me know what your thoughts are. And